countdown has begun for the 3,500 kilometers Bharat Jodo Yatra initiated by Congress for reinforcing social harmony, strengthening constitutional foundations with an eye to political revival and also establishing the lost connect with the people. 150 days, 10 states, 2 union territories, the foot march will commence from September the 7th. But even before this big ticket event starts, there are signs of collapse. But if you look at the plan, design and the approach of Bharat Jodo Yatra, it is replete with fatal flaws. It looks desultory and adrift. The spin doctors of Congress are comparing the Bharat Jodo Yatra with the Dandi March which was embarked upon by Mahatma Gandhi in 1930. People within the Congress call it a little hyperbolic because Rahul Gandhi is not Mahatma Gandhi and the era is completely different. The pamphlets and the publicity material of the Bharat Jodo Yatra are being aggressively pushed on the social media, but there's no clarity as to who officially will be the face of the Yatra. Sources within the Congress say that they are a little wary about Rahul Gandhi's consistency over a period of 150 days. If you carefully look at the time interval, there are too many events cluttered at one go, starting from the big price rise rally which is happening on 4th of September, followed by the Bharat Jodo Yatra, then you would have the big Congress president elections and then obviously the Gujarat and the Himachal Pradesh assembly elections. So how will Rahul Gandhi divide his time? Will he remain committed to the Yatra or will he remain committed to the assembly elections campaign? The party needs to come clean on this. Till that time, there is confusion. Political revival of the Grand Old Party is also one of the very significant aims and objectives of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. But if you look at the route map of this foot march, it clearly misses out the important pole-bound states of Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat. Why this has happened, it's anybody's guess, but sources within the party say that it's a part of bad planning, it's a part of bad management. In fact, the dates could have been better planned. If you look at the tone and the tenor of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, it's apolitical, it's non-partisan. People within the Congress feel that it's very important to remain in the positive news space. But what has happened? Even before the Yatra commences, there is a perception that Congress is floating in the negative media space, especially after Ghulam Nabi Azad's damaging letter to Sonia Gandhi and his exit, with senior leaders like Anand Sharma and Manish Tiwari raising questions on transparency, on electoral rolls, with leaders like Acharya Pramod Krishnam saying that how can you hold the election to the post of the president when there have been no elections to the post of the delegates and the proposers. So all this is giving a bad publicity to the Congress at the moment. If some more exits happen as what is expected, all the limelight will be hogged away from the Bharat Jodo Yatra. There's a lot of resentment within the Grand Old Party as to why this political yatra has been outsourced to people like Yogendra Yadav. All said and done, he's considered as an outsider who's calling the shots, and this is disliked by the congressmen as they feel that their dependence has enhanced because of this, and this is leading to a lot of heartburn. There are more than 100 civil society groups associated with the Bharat Jodo Yatra, and I've spoken to a number of social activists who will be marching during this yatra, and they have raised questions on the efficacy, on the effectiveness and the cogency of this foot march. They feel that unless Congress seriously works on an alternative plan as far as the economic, social and the health policies are concerned, it will not deliver its desired results. So therefore, the social activists are eagerly waiting for an alternative plan, and that's what is really going to measure the success or the failure of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. With just 4 days left for the Bharat Jodo Yatra to kick off, now there are reports that Sonia Gandhi has lost her mother in Italy and Rahul Gandhi was present there for the last rites. Staunch believers within the Grand Old Party feel that since Rahul Gandhi is a Kashmiri Brahmin with a Dattatreya Gotra, he should refrain from embarking upon an auspicious thing like a yatra because the next 13 days would be deemed as a mourning period. So now there are question marks as to whether at all the commencement dates of the Bharat Jodo Yatra would be postponed. If they are not postponed, Rahul Gandhi will continue to be targeted by his opponents for being an anti-Brahmin and for not observing the pious rituals. It could do more harm than good to Rahul Gandhi.